Welcome back to the channel, family. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know we are here in South Florida, sunny South Florida, chilling on the beach. And we're here in Palm Beach County, Surfside, enjoying the view. Broward County, sipping on margaritas and enjoying the beach and the sand. In Miami-Dade County, just chilling on yachts. And the Florida Keys, where we're just snorkeling and scuba diving and riding jet skis, cutting through waves. So we have a good one here from Jesse's Waters, and let's get it.
Trump's caught in the middle of an Arab love triangle. Two Middle Eastern leaders want the president all to themselves. 47 left Saudi Arabia this morning. The prince was so sad to see him go, he rode along in the beast and waved goodbye at the gate. But it's not goodbye, it's see you later. The president has more deals to make. Next stop, Qatar. Saudi Arabia had gone all out. Qatar said, we can top that. The Saudis had 5 jets escort Trump. Qatar sent 8. Trump watched the F-15s through the window, and they were watching back. We caught one pilot snapping a picture of POTUS, but the press corps full of panicans.
You're going to be surrounded by 8 fighters, in about 7 minutes. Then you say, do we need them? And when they say yes, that doesn't make me feel good, right?
What's the threat? Did they tell you what the threat is?
No, let's assume there's no threat. We have to assume that.
Instead of lavender, the Qataris went with a Republican red carpet with gold trim, Trump's favorite. The sheikh met the Trump on the tarmac, and they rolled into town with a Cybertruck cavalry. Electric cars in an oil kingdom. Go figure. In the harbor, boats were using American flags for sails. The Saudis had white Arabian horses. Qatar had horses, camels, and sword dancers. The Saudis sent us a rare Arabian leopard. She's sleeping at the Smithsonian Zoo in D.C. But Trump's really more of a camel guy. The only thing he likes more than camels is marble.
You look at this, it's so beautiful. As a construction person, I'm seeing perfect marble. This is what they call perfecto. And just a great job you've done, and what a beautiful place. And we appreciate those camels. I haven't seen camels like that in a long time.
The Qatari leader was thrilled to have an American president in town.
We're extremely honored to have you here. We're very excited, very happy. It's a historic visit. And I don't know if you know that you are the first American president to officially to visit Qatar. Right? So we're very honored. We're very honored.
But Trump just couldn't stop thinking about the Saudi prince.
We always had a very special relationship. And we came from Saudi Arabia, where we have another great man over there that's a friend of yours. And you two guys get along so well and like each other. You sort of remind me a little bit of each other, if you want to know the truth. They're both tall, handsome guys that happen to be very smart. But he's also a very special guy.
The Qataris said, forget about the prince. Why don't we just go back to my place?
Nice house. Nice house.
That might be the only house Trump likes more than Mar-a-Lago. Must be the marble. Then the Qatari threatened Trump to dinner and a show. After the sword dance, some music. But this wasn't an intimate dinner.
I have a very good friend on my left. He said, do you mind if I invite just a few guests? And do you mind shaking hands with them just before dinner? I said, sure. I didn't know you were going to have 400 people. No, it's an honor. So I know so many of you, so many great people.
Then the Qataris started speaking Trump's language.
Together, the U.S. and Qatar are feeding and fueling the world. This energy partnership alone is also valued over $1.5 trillion. So we have been drilling for the last 4 years. I'm glad to have you back on board.
Qatar's pumping oil and sending us the money. $1.2 trillion? Not a bad thing for a day in Doha. Qatar put in the biggest order for Boeings ever. 210. That's $100 billion. But this trip isn't all about money. Trump did something no president has done in 25 years. He met with Syria's president, who used to be a bad guy, but now he's our bad guy. Trump won't inherit Biden's foreign policy. Fresh face, fresh start.
How did you find the Syrian president?
Great. I think very good. Young, attractive guy, tough guy. You know, strong pass. Very strong pass fighter.
Trump shocked the world by lifting sanctions on Syria. He says he's giving them a chance at greatness. We're trying to peel Syria away from Russia and have them play nice with Israel, and peel Syria away from Iran. The less friends Iran has in the neighborhood, the better chance they sign the nuke deal.
I hope you can help me with the Iran situation, because it's a perilous situation and we want to do the right thing. We want to do something that's going to save maybe millions of lives. We're really helping the region, we're helping the world, we're helping your country, and we'll try and get it done. If we can, we're going to try and get it done. They have to move quickly, and I just hope Iran realizes what a good friend they have right here.
If we can sign a nuke deal with Iran, we can lower sanctions and bring their oil back online. And when we get the Saudis to pump more oil, it'll drive the price down, starve Russia's war machine, and force Putin to the negotiating table and end the war in Ukraine. We're also selling these Arabs chips, weapons, and if Netanyahu settles the war in Gaza, the Gulf states will re-up the Abraham Accords, and we can all do business with Israel. Everyone will be doing business together, Jews, Muslims, and the United States. Moscow will be pushed out of the region, China will be pushed out, and you'll have a nice U.S.-sponsored trade alliance with an American security blanket, soft and cozy. Then we can pivot out of that desert back to the Western Hemisphere and to the Far East. It's where the action is. His main pitch this week is make money, not war. Trade goods, not missiles. It's a Hail Mary, and it might work. Newt Gingrich is the former Speaker of the House. All right, so we had McCarthy on last night. Now we have Speaker Gingrich. We got to get Johnson on soon. What do we think about this diplomacy that Trump's undertaking in the region?
Well, let me say, first of all, I want to congratulate you. That was a brilliant capture of what's going on. You did an amazingly good job, and none of the elite media gets it yet.
Thank you.
This is a historic, extraordinary moment. President Trump's speech yesterday in Riyadh was one of the most defining speeches of trying to move the world forward in a practical, realistic way. The relationship he has with Saudi Arabia is probably going to be worth 200,000 or 300,000 American jobs. The relationship he's going to have in Qatar, which, by the way, has the largest American base in the Middle East, about 10,000 troops, has been a complicated but firm ally of ours for a very long time because they're terrified of the Iranians. The decision, I don't know how long the decision cycle was. My hunch is it was a couple days at most. The decision to meet with the Syrian president and to take the gamble of lowering the sanctions, trying to lure him into an alliance with Turkey and Saudi Arabia, who'd asked Trump to do this. I am certain this was President Trump's personal decision to take the risk. Normal presidents would have had teams look at it for 6 months in timidity. And he thought, here's a chance to change history, and it was historic. So you've captured tonight, Jesse. I think people should realize these last couple days are among the most remarkable we've seen with an American president, and it is a tribute to Trump's long-term relationship with the Crown Prince in Saudi Arabia, to his commitment to the Abraham Accords, and to the fact that he has the guts to take the risks that most presidents would never have taken.
And the press is just talking about a plane. They're missing what's going on over there. I mean, like this plane, it's like all they talk about is a plane. What's going on there?
Look, I used to say that when Teddy Kennedy got awake, he would say, the answer is I'm voting yes. What's the question? The New York Times, the Washington Post, the major networks get up every day and say, what is the meanest, dumbest, narrowest thing we can focus on about Donald Trump? They're missing, and then this, of course, is typical. They got Pulitzer Prizes for lying totally about Trump, so why not continue down that path? They've missed totally both the economic side of this, which is hundreds of thousands of American jobs, the national security side of this, which is a tightening alliance with both Qatar and Saudi Arabia that isolates Iran, the remarkable shift of Syria, which at one time was allied with Russia and Iran, has now basically flipped over to our side. And if you'll notice, both in the case of Syria and in the case of Saudi Arabia, Trump is saying bluntly, you need to recognize Israel. We need to have commerce making money, not making war. I can't overstate, his speech yesterday was truly historic and began to set a framework for practical, realistic relationships that move the entire region into a whole new world.
All right, everybody, at the end of this show, go watch the speech again on YouTube, and then go look at the sword ceremony for fun, too. You'll enjoy both. Speaker Gingrich, always a pleasure. Thank you.